Today we will learn what the silhouette score is. By the end, you will be able to tell whether a clustering is good using just one number. Clustering algorithms sort data points into groups, but they never say if the groups actually make sense. Even if we pick the wrong number of groups, the algorithm still hands us an answer. So we need one number that scores how good a clustering really is, and that number is the silhouette score. Let's look at a simple example, a bunch of points scattered on a flat plane. Suppose a clustering algorithm has already split them into two groups, which we will call cluster A and cluster B. Cluster A is shown in blue and cluster B is shown in purple. Let's pick one particular point in cluster A and call it point I. For point I, the silhouette score asks two questions. How close is point I to the other points in its own cluster, and how close is point I to the points in the nearest different cluster? The first idea is called cohesion, how tightly a point fits inside its own group. The second idea is called separation, how far a point sits from the next closest group. Let's measure how well point I fits inside its own cluster. We look at every other point in cluster A and measure the distance from point I to each one. The average of those distances is called of I, and it tells us how close point I sits to its own neighbors. Now let's measure how far point I is from the nearest other cluster. We look at cluster B and measure the average distance from point I to every point in it. That average distance is called B of I, the distance to the closest neighboring cluster. If there were more than two clusters, we would check every other cluster this way, and B of I would be the smallest average distance we find. Now we combine of I and B of I into one score for point I. The silhouette value for point I equals B of I minus O of I, divided by the larger of I and B of I. This one formula compares how close a point is to its own group against how close it is to the next group. Here, distance simply means straight line distance between two points, the same distance a ruler would measure. Points that are close together in space have a small distance between them, and points far apart have a large distance. Let's plug in real numbers for our point I. Suppose the average distance to its own cluster of I comes out to 1.2, and suppose the average distance to the nearest other cluster B of I comes out to 3.6. The silhouette value is 3.6 minus 1.2 divided by 3.6. That gives 2.4 divided by 3.6, which is 0.67. A score of 0.67 is close to 1, so point I fits its cluster nicely. The silhouette value always lands somewhere between -1 and +1. A value near +1 means the point is deep inside the right cluster. A value near 0 means the point sits right on the border between two clusters. A negative value means the point is actually closer to the other cluster, so it may be in the wrong group. Now let's check a trickier point, point J, that sits near the edge of cluster but close to cluster B. Suppose its average distance to its own cluster O of J is 3.0, while its distance to cluster B, B of J, is only 1.5. The silhouette value is 1.5 minus 3.0 divided by 3.0, which is -0.5. A negative score like this warns us that point J might actually belong in cluster B instead. So far we only scored one point, point I. To judge the whole clustering, we compute the silhouette value for every single point and then take the average. This one average number is called the overall silhouette score, and it tells us how good the entire clustering is. A higher average score means the clusters are dense and well separated. A lower or negative score means they overlap or are poorly chosen. This average score is also great for choosing the number of clusters, usually called K. We can run the clustering several times, once for each value of K, and compute the average silhouette score each time. For K equals 2, the average silhouette score comes out to 0.55. For K equals 3, it comes out to 0.71. For K equals 4, it drops to 0.62. For K equals 5, it drops further to 0.48. The highest score, 0.71, tells us 3 clusters fits this data best. The silhouette score does have some limits worth knowing. It works best when clusters are roughly round and similar in size. For oddly shaped clusters like two curved interleaving bands, it can give misleading lower scores even when the clustering is actually correct. The good news is you rarely compute this by hand. In Python, the scikit-learn library has a ready-made function called silhouette score that does all this math for you. Data scientists use it all the time, for example to check how well customers have been grouped into segments. A few things are worth remembering about the silhouette score. First, a negative score for point is a warning sign that it may have been placed in the wrong cluster. Second, a cluster with only one point is given a silhouette value of 0 by definition. Third, the silhouette score works for any clustering method, not just one particular algorithm. Let's recap. The silhouette score compares how close a point is to its own cluster against how close it is to the next cluster. A score near 1 is great, a score near 0 is borderline, and a negative score is a bad sign. Averaging this score across every point tells us how good an entire clustering is and helps us pick the best number of clusters. If this explanation helped you understand clustering better, please like this video, share it with someone learning data science, and subscribe for more visual explanations.